Coronavirus tonight. A number of government agencies have issued warnings recently about scams related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Tonight, WATE 6 on your side consumer reporter Don Dare talks with a couple who got a call recently about an expensive virus test.
Very expensive, Lori. The cost was $400. However, there was no real test being offered. The calls, there were two of them, both were bogus. In this case, the scammers were taking advantage of the situation the country is in, the pandemic. Also, they were adding pressure and hoping for a quick decision. Two calls were made earlier this week to Annie and CM. They asked that we not reveal their last name. The first came in the morning from a Steve Nelson.
And he left a message saying that I was set up to get a virus test, and it would be $399, and that I needed to get that done because anyway I would be charged for it.
When Steve Nelson left you that first message, you were curious or frightened?
I was frightened. $399. I thought, my goodness, I didn't think we had to even take a test, but if we wanted to take one, but I thought it was all free, that we'd go somewhere here in town and get it.
Annie says a second call from the same number was made in the afternoon.
The next guy was David Parker. He said that he was the manager of this company. I did have to take a virus test, and I need to get over there right away, get it done, and it would be $399. He would be sending me a bill, and I would have to pay it whether I take the test or not.
You were going to be charged whether you took it or not?
Yes. Now, he said, you need to call right away if you want to cancel, though, but you will have to pay the $399.
CM, when you heard that second call,
I've never heard of a follow-up call on the same thing. You know, one guy called you, and then 3 or 4 hours later, another guy called you and tell you he's the manager of this place. You've got to pay this one way or the other. You
did not call?
No, I did not call. I called the police.
We called the number provided by the scammers.
The TextNow subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
All these people want one thing. They want your money.
Tony Binkley at the Better Business Bureau says he's not surprised about the virus-related scam. A report released today by Forbes, a leading business magazine, shows a huge rise in the type of hoax that almost caught Annie and CM and has likely cost others a lot of money.
So there's been over 116,000 newly formed websites, newly built websites that are coronavirus related so far this year. Of those, 40,000 of them are high risk and 2,000 are malicious.
About the call she received, Annie has a simple message.
If they tell you that you have to pay, don't do it. Don't do it.
Both the FBI and the Federal Trade Commission have reported COVID-related scams. They warned that one promotes bogus cures for the virus, another sells health-related insurance, and one scam offers free home testing kits. But to be eligible, you first have to provide personal information. The bottom line is don't respond to calls or messages in which you are asked to share your personal or financial information. Lori?
Absolutely infuriating. All right, Don, thank you. And also remember that scammers often spoof phone numbers, making them appear as if they're either local or from Washington, D.C. The idea, of course, to trick you into answering or responding.